Uh-huh.
Okay. We're ready? We're live? We're live. We are live on the Hut Bench set.
All right. Yay.
I still see the logo. Is the logo up? Are we still? I still see the logo. Is it? We're good? Got you. Okay. I'm David Theodosopoulos. I'm the executive producer of Hut Bench, and here we are with judges Dan, Rachel, and Yodit. And this is our audience for the last 3 tape days. So we're going to open. We are live on YouTube and Facebook.
Turn down your volume. We can hear the feedback.
Oh, you can hear me on here?
No, we can hear. It's delayed, but we can hear it.
Okay, got a volume. I'm new at this. So we're going to take audience questions. We're going to take some questions from YouTube and Facebook. And so you want to say anything before we go to the audience, judges?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here all week.
Thank
It's been blazing hot.
Yes, it has been. It has been. It's been a particularly tough one.
It's 100 degrees outside in Stamford, Connecticut. Yeah. So we're going to start over here. When you ask the question, we're going to have you hand the mics around. Stand up, say your name, ask the question. So we're going to start over there. Please stand up.
Okay. My name is Selena.
Hi.
And my question is, what case category do you guys enjoy working with the best and why?
Which type of case?
Yes.
Wow, that's a good question, Selena.
I don't think I like any cases.
Oh,
the animal.
Wait a minute, Dan. You couldn't hear her. Speak a little louder into the mic, please.
Hi. Hi.
Is the mic on?
I don't even think we need
Hello.
it.
Hello.
No,
Because it doesn't sound like it's.
Oh, they got it. Okay.
What?
Okay, repeat your question, please.
Okay. My question was, what case category do you enjoy working on the most and why?
That's a great question, Selena. I would have to say the animal cases, because it just evokes so much passion in the people when they're fighting over a dog, or if it's their dog that was injured, or if they're fighting over possession. Those ones can be special, the ones where they're fighting over possession of an animal. So I guess I'd say the animal question.
These are the ones you like?
I like.
Oh.
I know you hate them.
I hate them.
I know.
I know you
They're
hate them.
special. I kind of like car accidents because I like trying to be a detective and trying to be like, well, if it hit at this angle, or like the one we saw, I think it was yesterday with the guy kicking the car. You guys probably didn't see this, but the 3 of us were up on the bench trying to simulate how he could have kicked the car. And
I got it.
Yeah, and Dan swears he got it. I still don't think he's got it.
I could have,
but like, you know, we were literally up there trying to figure out, could he have kicked the car? And it didn't really matter to that case, but I like those where you kind of get to play detective and investigate a little.
Yodi?
I feel so negative because I can tell you what I don't like.
No, we want to know what you like.
I know you like.
I know. I don't know if I like it.
She likes doing cases with me and Dan.
I can rank. Yeah, sure. I can rank what the cases that I find to be more difficult. I like easy cases like loans. Okay, loans. Yeah, sometimes they're clear cut. And
what about cases where you get to learn something, like about a whole new thing?
How about sibling cases? When a sister is suing a sister. Come on.
I hate interfamily like that. There I go. I hate again. Okay. I'm going to say loans.
Loans. Okay.
Yeah, loans.
But not between family members.
Great, thanks. You can hand that off. Before we go to our next question here on YouTube, they want to know what type of case frustrates you the most.
What? When it's like a novelty, like an issue that we've never really had, like insulation. Anything.
So we're special expertise.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah,
yes.
that's a good point.
That's stressful to me.
Because, when you feel like, I always feel as a trial lawyer, when the witness knows more about the subject matter than I do, an expert, that bothers me a little bit. I like to know a little bit more because I feel like they can maneuver a little bit better with me not knowing. So sometimes the car mechanic cases, those kind of bother me a little bit because they can say, well, it was the Fitzer valve. And I said, well, what am I going to say to that?
Right.
You know, I don't know anything about the valve.
Yeah. And I feel like there's a right answer sometimes to those. I think that's probably not correct, but it feels sometimes like there's a right answer that a good, honest car mechanic would tell us. But what we have is somebody, not that they're not an honest person, but who has an interest in the outcome of the case. And then you have another person who may or may not know about cars. And we don't have the expertise.
Yeah, those
you know?
as-is sales where somebody
crazy.
sells something to a person and then it breaks down right away. They have to show that the person who sold them the car knew and hid something, or was being deceptive in some way, or otherwise it doesn't matter. That we end up having to decide for the defendant who sold the bad car, even though sometimes in your gut you realize you must have known something, but without the proof, the plaintiff bears the burden. Those cases I don't like.
All right, and on Facebook, what is the best case you've ever done?
Okay, can we?
Definition of best. I mean, what do you mean best?
Wait,
case?
what do you mean? Like
Well, what do you
that
think
we've
is the
that we've
best case
done?
you've ever done? Yeah, that you really, I don't know, maybe you liked. Well, you
Dan?
can define.
Yeah.
You can define best however you.
I
want.
like the very spirited, the cases where we're split and we really have to debate it.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
get a little heated.
Oh,
And
I love those.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you're a producer.
Yes.
I like to really engage in that way and not have it be the very obvious. I guess the loans are not the best then.
The loans are tough. Yeah.
No, the ones are easy.
No,
That's
no,
why
no.
it doesn't really
Oh,
give us the opportunity to really,
See,
debate
this
it.
is the.
This is
what
why
we're
we have
talking
three
about, the
judges.
debate. When somebody gives money to someone else and they say, "Well, you're probably like this last case that we had," you wonder, was this something you expected money back, or did you have a romantic interest in them? And sometimes you end up having to decide that, well, you probably did this because you were hoping to have some relationship with them, and you really didn't expect it back. And those can be difficult.
I think in terms of best, I like the cases where there's a really fascinating and interesting backstory that doesn't really have to do with the case. So we don't have to necessarily weigh in on this drama, but we get to hear it because it's relevant.
See, I don't like that.
Like the dog
The dog
who was
yeah.
dog napped and driven across the country. It wasn't direct.
That's fine.
Yeah, I like those because you kind of get to dive into the interesting fun part, but it's not at the center of the dispute. You're not dealing with something really horrible like kidnapping a dog at the
I mean,
center.
did you like today, the last case where it was about a murder, possible murder? I don't like things like that. I feel like,
I mean,
Case was about.
It had nothing to do with
Did you
it.
enjoy
Murder
that?
was a.
I mean, I would have liked to hear a little bit more about why he thinks he murdered him.
Absolutely not.
Okay, right here.
Hi, my name's Shannon. Can you hear me, everyone? Okay. It's kind of a tiered question, if that's okay. One, was there anything that inspired you, anyone that inspired you to go into law? Did any of you ever want to be on television? Was that ever a goal or a dream of yours, or it just fell in your lap? And then is there any case from private practice or now that really stuck with you, that you think about it's with you like your whole life kind of thing?
Okay, well, that was like three
A
questions.
case, or sorry,
Who wants to
Even if
start?
the case- yeah.
With one, cases that stick with me. Well, yes, I have had a couple like that. Cases that I don't want to get into the facts because of a murder case, but where you feel like, maybe the wrong thing happened.
Yeah.
And even though it was what you wanted to have happen at the time, maybe the wrong thing happened. Some of those cases really make me think.
And what made you go into law?
That's a good question. I think, when you get out of college with a history major, you want to, what am I going to do now?
And her third
So
question was, did you always want to be on TV?
No,
Or did it fall in your lap?
no, no.
Rachel?
I wanted to be a trial lawyer from when I was really little. So it was the performance aspect, but never TV. He fell in my lap. So not literally, figuratively. I had it's figuratively. I'm saying I had
HR.
no interest.
My wife is
David,
fine
though,
with that.
Oh, yeah. I had no interest. It kind of, I think up until a week before David called me, if you had asked people in my life whether I would more likely end up on the Supreme Court or hot bench, I think almost everyone would have said the Supreme Court. And there was no chance I was going to be on the Supreme Court.
And
But did you want to?
Did I want to be on television?
Yeah, that was a question.
No,
not
I had
whether
no
you would've-
interest.
Oh, okay.
No interest. Never really thought about it. A case. I'm still actively practicing, so it's a little harder for me to answer that question. I think there's a case going on right now. You can all check it out. It's on the Love Trapped podcast, if any of you have seen that, involving the former Bachelor. And I will just leave it at that. Listen to that podcast. That
You are
case
always going to plug
is
that.
still,
Promotional work.
all the time.
there is
The plug.
nothing it's better than any, and it is the definition of reality is stranger than fiction.
No,
so
we are.
check it out.
We are.
We are also
Could I
the
plug
definition.
Justice on Trial?
No.
He's not even paying attention. Yeah, it's my
Your
turn.
turn.
My turn. Who knows Maxine Shaw, attorney at law? My girls. No, she's a figurative or a television character. But anyways, I, like Dan, was coming out of college with an English degree. And so you either go teach or go get your master's. And so I went to law school. So no real inspiration there. What was the second question? Did I want to be on television? Yes. So I started doing TV in 2015 as a commentator. And so that's kind of, and then I stopped practicing in 2019. So to remember a case, I think I remember my time as a juvenile prosecutor. So the kids stick with me, but not one particular case.
Right.
Mm. Good.
That's it. Next question.
Yes, but then also on Facebook, somebody said they loved you on that Trapped.
Guys, you got to watch
Okay.
it. You'll know why.
They want to know what you thought about that case.
I mean,
It's crazy.
it's still going on. It is the craziest case, and it's unfolding in real time. So
Right over there?
check it out.
Hi, I'm Sarah. It's great to see you guys again.
And
I
you
was here
can-
last year. I'm just really curious about the research portion, what the prep process is for each individual case, how much you guys look into each
Great
thing
question.
before you get on, how much of it is you guys individually, how much of it is you together, how much of it is like, is there a team behind it that's doing research? How does this work?
That's a great question, Sarah. Do you want?
There's an honest question, and then there's the honest answer. 'Cause he's staring at me. So we spend hours of research time, don't we, guys?
Well, let me tell you the process. Just so the process is, we get our cases basically with evidence Friday before a Tuesday tape. So then, depending upon how much evidence you have, it's a lot of work to get up to speed on, 21 cases or whatever it is.
You get them all at once.
You get them all at
Oh,
once.
wow.
You have to go through them, and then you keep getting evidence along the way. So, you can sort of think, all right, I think I know this case, but now I have 30 new pages of evidence. Now I have this to digest. So it can be tricky, and especially on the third day coming before you're fried, and it's like
And then they bring day of evidence. They love to swamp us
Scramble
with that.
that in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't read it. I'm like, no. You bring it the day of. I'm sorry. not
We're going to
doing
edit that out.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, no, we get one page for each party. That's basically their statement, and then evidence if they choose to submit it. Some of it comes, on a rolling basis, and then we do not work together before we get here, and that's by design. In fact, you might have heard us sniping at each other earlier
snipe,
today
because they love to debate a case
Yeah.
before we actually do it. I'm like, can y'all wait?
when we start saying like,
That
look at
one's
this case.
here.
Yeah, so
That's true.
we range from just like. Occasionally we'll point out something from a case to each other, but we really do not go through it together or heavily debate it ever.
yeah.
Yodit.
I'm looking at y'all.
Before we get here, because that's why we're here. So we kind of will raise points like, did you notice that in this case, it didn't look like we had a contract? We may say something like that, but that's really it. We all do our stuff independently by design.
And I think you guys all know
Yeah,
this,
no,
but it's
we're not scripted.
important to
Yeah.
say every one of these cases is real.
Yes.
They've been filed in a court somewhere in the country. It's not necessarily in this area. It could be in the West Coast, California, Oregon, Florida, all over the country we get cases, and we bring the litigants here. They're real people, so they get nervous because of the lights and the cameras, but and our decisions, their decisions, I should say, are binding.
Yeah.
And they agree to that.
And the show has no writers. We have no writers on staff. We kept filming during the writing strike because we don't have writers. We get the cases and we may make notes about them, but we don't have scripts. We don't write scripts for ourselves. Nobody writes scripts for us. This is just us kind of just asking.
Well, people think we're
Good.
scripted. And I'm like,
Good.
I'm not
can't.
an actress.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
you have to
because
know
it's
all
not-
the state
yeah.
laws too. like,
Every
you have to
time
keep
I
all
go
that
into a
straight.
case and think, I know who I'm deciding for. Oh, I can't believe. Then you come out and you realize once you listen to them and you question them, your mind changes. So you can't write it. You can't script anything here.
And we do work really hard. If we have someone coming from Ohio, we'll look up the laws in Ohio on whatever they're talking about. on a lot of topics like contracts, the law tends to be the same, but on a lot of things, it's completely different in different states. So we work very hard to apply the law of the jurisdiction that they're coming from.
Facebook question: what is the biggest misconception about being a judge?
Being a hot bench judge.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Being a hot bench judge.
Oh, what's the biggest
Biggest misconception.
Okay, we passed.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
Give us a second to think about it. We
I
can
don't
come back
know
to
what, I don't know what to do.
Right here.
Yeah.
Hi, judges.
Yeah.
My name is Claire, and I actually had a question. Some of us during your deliberations would have our own opinions on what we thought what your answer might be, guessing numbers, etc. And we were wondering if you, I don't know, had your own opinions before coming into a case, or perhaps had internal debates, things like that, that with the evidence presented made you lean a certain way, perhaps going into something.
Yes, that happens a lot where I think I know this is what I'm going to do here. This is pretty clear to me, but it just seems like when I do that, I'm wrong. And then once you listen to the evidence, like, I don't know, I had this wrong. It's one little thing that somebody says, or maybe the attitude, or they lie about something, which turns me off a little bit to their side. But yeah, that does happen. But back to the thing you said at the beginning, were we right most of the time, at least?
95%
You're
of the
asking
time.
them?
Yeah.
Ask me. You're right.
Okay.
I'd say 95% of the time you guys were right.
I want to know.
We came to the same conclusion.
So no, but when we dissent though, that's what I'm
Yeah.
curious about.
So were there any decisions that you wondered why we got there this time?
Yes.
Yes, which one?
The one about the landlord and her picture frames and her lamps.
Uh-huh.
Why didn't why didn't you guys order a return and then
Good question.
like $20?
That's a wonderful question.
That's a great question. That's what I wanted to do. I said, let's just give her as little as possible.
They called
26 bucks, return the lamp.
They called the cops on each other. We didn't think that they were going to be.
Yeah.
It was going to be safe. It's just easier to give.
We were
them
trying to
money.
make life actually
easier because we don't know if it's going to be turned
I mean,
over.
this is a woman
What
that
was
was
your name?
harassing her.
Kirsten,
Yeah.
great question.
Could I ask a
Kirsten.
follow-up
We're
to that
thinking
point?
alike.
No, of course. Yeah.
In terms of the, I think it was yesterday's, with the Ghanaian couple and the landlord.
Yeah.
How did you come to that conclusion that they were correct, that the couple was correct and not the landlord? Because I personally,
About
from
the
listening
freeze,
to it,
was that the case where it was
where
freezing?
it was really cold. Yeah.
It was,
Oh,
it was,
from
it was,
Ghana?
the, it was
Ghana.
the fact that there was water. Once
Yes.
the ice melted,
Yeah.
Did they
snow
have,
melted.
did you guys have
water
separate
was coming
evidence of
in.
that?
No,
'Cause
it was said.
Okay.
Water flooded into their unit.
And they both agreed.
Yeah.
So it's really easy when two people that have different stories agree on a fact. You could be pretty sure it's true. And I think that's what persuaded us. The fact that
Interesting.
water was flowing in meant that cold air had to be flowing in.
So she had never rented to anybody
This is
down
true.
there during
Yeah.
winter
Yes.
months. So
Yeah.
you don't know what the conditions.
And
Interesting.
she even acquired it.
And she said,
After winter,
I was going to
right?
give him the rent back.
She
I was going to
had
give him the
owned it.
security deposit
Oh, okay,
back.
right.
But I just wanted to wait until I found a new tenant. So she basically got us halfway there anyway. Like, I was going to give it back.
Yeah, I wasn't, I can't remember at the end of the day if you were totally, but I was not convinced that the heat was not on.
Yeah.
I was just convinced that if water was coming under the door, there had to be a lot of cold air coming under the door and heat, and the heat rises, all that stuff,
This is true.
So
Thank you.
yeah.
Another Facebook question: what do witnesses or litigants do or say that affects their credibility in your eyes?
My phone. I got a new phone.
Yeah.
Well, we
I
hear
lost
that
my
all the
phone.
time.
I lost my phone.
Where's the text?
We hear that probably with 175 episodes. We probably heard that 40 episodes per season since I've been here. Where I lost my phone. And it's always someone who, well, where is the text where you said I'm not going to pay you back? Yeah. Oh well, my phone.
Or
I
where's your
blocked my
bank
calls,
statement?
or
Oh, well,
it
I don't have that on my
disappeared.
app because I lost my phone. No, your banking app is your banking app. And your cloud is your cloud.
Or if you ask a question and the litigant knows what you're asking, but they're trying to play semantics with you, like the lady with the dog and the missing dog. And I asked her, did you have anybody else ride with you to Arizona? And she said, no. You know what I'm asking you, but you didn't ask if I paid them. Like that is everything you say after that is just downhill.
And then the old "I do not recall."
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Or
Most of the time,
I think
yeah.
I did this.
I don't know how many motorcycles I have. Like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think-
That's where I thought maybe there was a head injury because he seemed a little loopy. Yeah.
I think I don't remember is a
Maybe
great
right
answer
about that.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking about, something that happened 2 years ago and you're like, well, exactly what did he say? I think I don't remember is a very legit answer. But when it's like, wait a minute, on the most important day of your life, you went to run an errand and you don't have any clue, you don't remember because it was 3 months ago what it could possibly have been, then it's kind of like, that's a little weird.
Right over there.
Hi, my name is Kirsten. Nice to meet you, judges. My question is about your favorite form of decompression. So what's your favorite pick-me-up or form of decompression after a long, hard day at work, like food or activity, etc.?
Breathing. I do that breathing every morning. I do my breathing exercise, which I've started doing for the last year or so.
Oh.
That, for about 8 minutes, you take, it's Wim Hof breathing.
But what do you do at the end of the day?
At the end of the day?
Decompress.
I'm not going to go there.
Rachel?
Sleep. I have 3 little kids at home, so it's underrated.
Jodie?
I like to lose a couple brain cells watching television, dumb, stupid, Bravo stuff. So that's all I watch.
Yeah. I don't watch any
I
high
gotta turn the brain off.
And he watches Love Island, but that's
Oh, he does.
there.
Back there?
Hi, I'm Jameson. It's good to meet you all. And my question, well, my new one, because my mom stole my original question.
Mom?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, she stole my original question about cases that have impacted you. So my new question now is, do you find that this format where the rules are loose and there's less with the civil proceeding that keeps you bound, do you find that you get better judgments that feel more right to you because they can present themselves as they are instead of having a lawyer keeping them in check or keeping them on a tight leash so they can't make a fool of themselves?
It's less about the litigants for me and more about having the 3 of us together.
Yeah.
Instead of one judge deciding something, I may view the evidence differently than Rachel or Dan, and it's good to get their perspective. And 99.9 times, I think we're getting the verdict right. So it's less about them and more about us collaborating.
Yeah, that's a good question, Jameson, because sometimes what we do is we do follow the law. Now that we're not going to change, but
Sometimes.
we can liberally construe the documents where they're suing for something.
I agree with you.
They could have sued for something else here. So let's just give this to them because they could have sued for defamation or storage fees or something else. So even though they didn't artfully write their complaint, we can liberally construe the instruments that got us here, the complaint and the answer. That we can do, but we do try and follow the law.
Yeah. And I think in terms of just procedure, I think we have more procedure probably than most small claims courts. Certainly not general jurisdiction courts, but I think we probably have more procedure than small claims courts. But I agree with Dan. I think the thing that helps us the most, we had a case last time around where technically the landlord was suing under some statute. And we were like, well, it doesn't apply, but we're going to assume you're suing for a breach of contract instead.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure how often that happens in small claims courts. And the flexibility there and having the 3 of us there to even think of that, I think helps us get to the right result as opposed to penalizing a landlord because they brought the wrong kind of claim.
Yeah.
Who's got the microphone? Oh.
Hello, how's it going? My name's Isaiah. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
I have a really quick question. I just want to say, first of all, though, that these judges have the best shoes in the business. I'm not.
Oh my God, mine are terrible. No, mine are terrible.
At home because they're behind a desk, but Judge
My
Mentzer has Air
Pharrell
Force
and
Ones on
Adidas.
right now. So
Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you.
guy clearly knows ball. Let that sink in.
I used to wear those too.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. It's in them.
Got a great job.
I was just wondering, do you guys use your litigation skills at home, with your family? Do you have a personal, you have your own gavel that you hit on the dinner table?
And I don't, but people assume that I do just because I'm a lawyer.
I
They're like,
carry
oh,
mine
stop
around.
interrogating me. I'm like, I'm not. I'm asking a question. But I guess it just kind of comes with the territory. I don't use that at home though.
I do all the time with my children. I think that these skills help me kind of ease my children into telling me the truth, right? They'll don't start, isn't it true that this, if you're like, well, this makes sense and this makes sense. And now you're walking them down the road to and then you did this. Okay. I use that all the time.
Yeah, I unfortunately, I also do. I also use these because when you have people lie to you all the time, you get used to, no one is perfect at spotting a lie, but I think we get better over time and have gotten better over the time with the jobs we do, is spotting a lie and knowing how to break down a story to get.
I think women just know how to do it in general. I don't think you need.
Oh, here we
to
go again. Here we go again.
Whoa.
No, I mean it's called.
Here we go. This is a man
I think we
hater's
just have a way of
viewing
like
here.
our
Yep.
intuition, and I think just our I don't think you need to go to law school for that, but yeah.
Got another question. How do you balance your home life,
Oh, God.
personal life with your hot bench?
Poorly.
Where, you're deciding all of these conflicts every day. All these cases include.
Can we say that we don't work year round? Like, is that like?
Sure.
We have like the best schedule, so there's really no balancing. For me, I have a dog. It's just me and my dog.
No, you can't say it. but-
No, I
but
mean,
I'm
I don't
kidding.
know how honest
It's
you want me to be.
expensive. Yes.
Because people assume because you're on TV every day, you're actually on TV every day. Like you're going somewhere. Like we tape 28 days out of the year. So
I had someone argue that in court once, that I was lying about having been unavailable on one day because they saw me on TV that day.
correct.
No,
That's what I'm
no
saying.
joke. It
Like,
was
are
in
you
a
in
courtroom. They
town?
were like, she was lying about not being available because I saw her on TV. That it's like, yeah, we filmed that 9 months earlier, guys.
So it's a very flexible schedule. So there's not a whole lot of balancing that I've got to do. I love it.
I got people looking for love too. What's the thing you most love about your fellow judges?
Their intellect. Their
yeah, no,
intellect.
Wow.
I'll leave it at
That's,
that.
that's too long of a pregnant pause.
No,
Yeah.
it's if there was nothing we loved, it would be easy to just spit out one dumb thing. And there's
Yeah,
so
there's
much
so
we
much.
love that it takes a minute.
Okay. I'll go first. I love how great they are, how smart they are, how they work together, and how they make this show different and better than every other show out there, because every other show has one judge that makes a decision, and these guys bring their different backgrounds, their different upbringings, their different viewpoints, and they come to a great decision, and they are a joy to work with.
Yeah.
I like that we don't take things too personally. Things got heated. Me and Danny almost came to blows.
You saw that, right?
And they didn't see. We didn't see any Deliberation.
Oh, that was
Deliberation.
Sorry, you didn't see it.
No.
Could you hear?
Oh, damn.
Wait, you could hear it?
Okay.
Oh, you can see us?
No, but I will correct that.
Correct that. What in the world? Now
No audio.
I know, but I don't want them to see me react.
All right.
Oh, we gotta fix that. That's
will
not
fix
cool.
that.
All right.
No,
Was it that loud?
knowing that you guys can see us,
they can see us. They're watching us, but they can't hear. There's Thea monitoring us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all saw all of this.
All right, yeah.
And then I was back at meeting, which is not usually how it is. Usually I'm fighting with somebody.
Usually it's Rachel.
Usually it's the two of us fighting.
We are live.
Yeah, but that's not bad. That's not bad.
No, the combative nature, that's real, but
Yeah.
we don't take it.
All right,
But
let's
yeah,
go back to the
and
question.
it's okay. 5 seconds later, and Dan came over and said, "Hey, my bad." And I was like, "Me too. Let's hug it out."
Yeah.
We
They
have
hugged it out.
So
Yeah.
I like that about us.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I think we have so much energy, and I think that the three of us, we all bring like a combination of things, so that you're always getting like, what is the technicality of the law? Like, what is the read of the litigants? You know, it's we all kind of pull it together so that it's not. I just think it's a good dynamic.
And I mean it sincerely. It's their intellect. I'm always blown away at how bright they are and how easy it is to, when you miss something, they're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And I just know that I don't have to kill. I'll try and do it all, but you're not going to get to everything. You're going to miss points, and they always seem to bring up
And so does
something
Dan.
that hadn't
And so
thought.
yeah, so
Yeah.
does Dan. And that's the
Right.
beauty of like not
The
having to
three
feel
of
the
us.
pressure of having to catch it all. It's
Right.
hard.
We've got time for a few more questions, so let's take over there.
Hi, my name is Babu Banatu. I'm glad that here, and I want to say thanks for my parents also.
Oh,
Thank you for coming. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
India. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I personally I learn a lot of things from here.
Good.
Like and how should like being a humans to live in the world.
Yeah.
And after hearing judges like all the decisions and other things. So one question for being a judge. So how, when you're taking like decision on like one case, do you guys feel too much stress or anything else? Because like which decisions you're going to take, maybe it's positive or negative on like defender or like petitioner, right? So how you guys feel after taking decision? Is that I took right or wrong? Like
I do that a lot. I mean, I try not to do it. Try not to take it home with you. Try not to come back the next day and think, damn, did we get that one right or something. But now and again, there's a case where I'm like, damn, I wish I knew something about their background a little bit so I could have made a more informed decision. But that doesn't happen a lot. But now and again, there are cases where I'm like, damn, did I get that right? Did we get that right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time, just because of the nature of the cases we have, the good guy doesn't win. And so a lot of times I think we see someone who was really screwed, but they're not the legal winner. And I think those are hard to kind of, say, I'm sorry, you got toasted, but you it was by somebody else, or it was, because you put yourself in this position or whatever. That's hard.
And we try really hard, which is why I'm at peace with a lot of the decisions that we make, because we go out of our way to try and find some sort of avenue, which we liberally construe the complaint, to sometimes help out, because we don't want to see somebody get screwed. But if we can't, then we can't. And I'm okay with that. And they've got to be okay with that, because they would get less attention and time in a different small claims court. So we try our best. Yeah.
Mike over.
Yeah.
I can ask a
Are you-
question.
Anybody want the mic?
Hello, judges. How are you? My name is Stephanie. Understanding that I think you were in private practice and you guys were prosecutors, a defense attorney.
I was a defense
I
lawyer.
was a
for 30
prosecutor
years.
in defense.
Okay, so what's the biggest lesson that you have learned or brought from, being an attorney to being a judge, either skill or?
Well, I've said this before, and I really believe it, that as a criminal defense lawyer for 30 years, I've been lied to a lot. And I think you'll get lied to a lot by your clients, by witnesses, and you get to be a lot more, cynical for one, but you also get to be a little bit more adept at spotting it. So I think I've gotten better over the years as a criminal defense lawyer at spotting lies.
Yeah, and reading between the lines. Like, not necessarily even like you said X and that is not true, but like listen to how someone just told a story and say like, gosh, if I was trying to explain something, that's not how any normal person would explain it unless you were kind of going around the truth. That's what I think kind of,
I guess for me, it's understanding that these are lay people. Sometimes you expect them to kind of come in. I expect them to come in speaking like someone who isn't a lawyer. And that's, having been a criminal defense attorney and having to speak for people, just trying to help them kind of make their point is kind of where the defense part comes in. But prosecution also helped me cross-examine and trying to extract the information like I need to. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's got the mic?
Hi. My name is Cynthia.
What's your name?
Cynthia.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. So what do you do outside of the hot bench in being a judge here?
Being a judge or
Outside of being a judge. What do you do?
outside of being a judge?
For fun or just in general?
In general.
Well, we live in LA.
Yeah.
So we fly back, and then I have a dog. I work out.
I like
Yeah, my little Miles. That's my boy. Yeah.
I like to run, play golf, play basketball. Those are some of the things that I like to do.
He's a good
outside.
golfer.
I have no hobbies at all. I have
Many children.
I have a law practice and a lot of children. So
No time.
it's awful. No, it's wonderful. I'm actually really, really glad we started filming in Los Angeles, which I'm very grateful that we started in Los Angeles, because I think if they had come to me and we were already here, I think I would have said no, because I think it would have been too much. But it was only because I'd done it for 3 years, and Dan wasn't there, but Yodit was, and I loved it so much. David, Yodit, the couple people that came with us, that I was like, I'm willing to do it because I already know that I love it. But with everything going on, hobbies are kind of a thing of, I think, of the distant past.
And we try to take on other projects. There's other projects that we work on.
Love track.
The schedule is so flexible that we can do other things. But for fun, it's really me being active out in LA and outside as much as possible. So,
New homeowner.
Well,
New
now that you
homeowner.
brought it up, yeah. So I'm moving.
You're by me. She's moving close to me.
Yeah, I moved purposely closer to Rachel, y'all.
She did.
I can't get enough.
She did. She did.
Who's got the
Don't roll
mic?
your eyes.
I'm not.
Any more?
Oh, lots of questions.
Oh,
Jameson.
we got a repeat customer.
Okay.
Yes, hi. My name is Jameson. You,
We
you may
got
know me.
that.
So I want to ask, do any of you have a specific, like someone who's a mentor during your formative legal years, or a particular like legal precedent case that has
Oh,
carried
God.
through and like
Oh, are you going to law school?
influence?
You going to law school?
No, but there's a time where I strongly considered it. But is there like
Well, I
a
have-
precedential case or
Precedent.
a mentor that inspired the way you handle cases and the way you like have pursued your legal career?
I
Yeah,
do,
like Judge Judy
Well,
with her
Judge Judy
snarkiness.
created our
Yes,
show.
Yeah.
she's, yeah.
So she is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And that,
Definitely the GOAT.
I would say that I was just going to say
Yeah.
that, yeah, that Judy Scheinlin would be the person who has inspired me to the way I handle it. Although we are completely different, I think, on the bench. And her one piece of advice to me was, and I thought, this is great. I got the GOAT here. She's going to tell me exactly what to do. And she said, I said, come on, give it to me. And she said, just be yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the advice. Just, I could have done, I don't need to know that. But now that I've been doing it, I understand how important that is.
Yeah.
Trying not to be somebody else. Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
Judy Scheinlin.
Yeah, I started practicing at a big international law firm, and I absolutely loved the partners that I worked for there, and I couldn't pick one or two or three. There's about 7 of them that all contributed to the way that I practice. I think they're all brilliant, and it was kind of a group effort.
Yeah, I had a mentor. I was a prosecutor assigned to a particular judge when I was a prosecutor, and he mentored me and helped me find my voice in front of a jury because I tried to be anything other than myself. And so that was really good practice for me. And then when I crossed over to media, my mentor is Roland Martin. He gave me my first shot at television. And so he told me, be yourself. And it's always been sort of the same consistent advice.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds basic, but it's great advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yodit was a prosecutor in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
One more question. Repeat.
We have
You can both ask one. Go
Sarah
ahead.
and
We'll be
Kirsten.
fast. We'll be fast. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do it.
Hello
Your
again,
name is
judges.
Kirsten?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
Kirsten. My question is about emotion. So, how do you handle detaching your emotions with cases that possess vast amounts of ethos?
I try not to. I just let it go. You know, because sometimes if you feel that, listen, when it comes time to rendering a verdict, you have to put emotions aside. But when sometimes dealing with a litigant, you just let it go. You know, that's my own.
I don't do a good job, no.
Yeah.
I don't do a good job, but I think the purpose of having 3 of us is the checks and balances.
Yeah.
So they can be like, all right, hopefully they'll overrule me, right? Because if I'm judging based on emotion, especially with animal cases, I get emotional, and I know I do. And they know I do. So they
know you do.
They help me. They help me balance that out.
It just happened on this very last case. I try a little too hard sometimes to like try to talk some sense into this man. You know, Dee was like, you have got to stop. I tell you this all the time. Like he is, look at him.
Yes.
He is not, it's not working. Just stop. So that helps. But also it is a learned skill. Like learning how to become like kind of Teflon is a learned skill. It just is.
All right, and our final question is going to be from our wonderful bailiff, Gina.
Oh my gosh.
Stand up. Let him see you, Gina.
I didn't know he was going to say that I was the bailiff. I was going to ask, how is it working with your bailiff?
It's horrible.
Oh my God.
You keep giving the bullets to the wrong people. It's just so tough to deal with. She is.
Isn't
We
she
love
awesome?
Gina.
Gina, we love you.
She is.
Yes. We love her. We love her.
And she has a tremendous singing voice.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I always tell
She was
everybody that.
NYPD for how many years? 20 years? Yes.
Yeah, Gina will get you together. Now, Gina and I have laughed and chuckled over some names that Gina
Pronunciations.
Pronunciation. And Gina will slide and she'll be like, it's pronounced this. And I'll say it and it's not pronounced like that, right? So we're still working on it, though. We're still
Wait, before we wrap, you want to sing real quick?
No, go ahead.
there's one right there. Someone's shaking their hand.
Being that 4th of July is coming up, I can sing the national anthem. Okay.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights hold the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gina! Thank you, Gina. Thank you, audience, and especially thank you to our judges. I love working with you. Everybody have a great 4th of July.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Stay near a pool.
Thank you all so
somewhere
much.
cool.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
I
I'm glad you
know.
mentioned that because